Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're diving into something that feels like a genuinely historic shift in how we relate to technology.
It really is.
We're at this moment where our tools have stopped just being extensions of us and have, well, started building other tools all on their own.
Yeah.
I mean, for all of human history, from the sharpest piece of flint to, the phone in your pocket, our tools were powerful, sure.
But they were passive.
Exactly.
Mm.
They were systems without any real planning logic. We, the humans, were always the authors of the design, the architecture, every single command.
And that's really the core thesis of our sources today. Modern AI, especially what people are calling agentic tools, this is a total break from that past.
So what does agentic actually mean here?
It means they're capable of self-directed planning. You can give one a vague goal, and it will write the code it needs, chain different software together, test its own work,
And then deploy it.
and then deploy it. A working system with very little human input. And this isn't some far-off prediction. It's about the clear direction things are moving right now.
Okay, so let's break that down for a minute. Why is this so fundamentally different from, say, complex robots in a factory? They've been building things for decades.
Yeah, that's a great question. The difference is all about the origin of the logic.
The origin?
Right. Before, even if you had code that wrote other code, like a compiler, all the rules were explicitly programmed by a person. We knew every single if-then statement.
You could trace it all back.
You could trace it. The new shift is that these AI systems can interpret, messy natural language instructions.
Just plain English.
Exactly. Plain English and messy real-world goals. And from that, they generate their own plan, their own code. The system is creating solution steps a human never gave it. They are truly tool-making tools.
And this means they aren't just stuck in a chat box, right?
Not at all. They can call other tools, they can trigger whole software workflows, update a dashboard, send an email when certain conditions are met. They're actively stepping out into the world based on our kind of ambiguous direction. That's agency.
The part that I find just, fascinating is the impact on design. We always sort of assumed that humans would keep the upper hand there,
Right.
the creative part, the what should we build part.
That was the safe zone.
But now the sources are highlighting that AI can propose software architectures, write entire modules, and even troubleshoot its own mistakes. That monopoly on creative design is, it's in play now.
It's absolutely in play.
And if you look at what this means for education, it becomes so tangible. We're moving away from static tools that just give you answers.
To tools that can build personalized learning aids for you, on demand.
Yeah, the example from the source material is powerful. A learner, maybe somewhere in Johannesburg, could just ask the system, hey, I need a maths game about fractions and I need it in Afrikaans.
And boom, the AI creates a custom functional teaching tool for them.
Right?
Right there, instantly. The level of customization is just immense.
But that power, that raises some serious questions.
It immediately does. We have to start asking, what happens when these systems quietly start designing tools to maximize engagement over, say, real understanding?
The clickbait version of learning.
Exactly. This is something that needs very serious oversight. And that brings us to what business leaders and policymakers need to do now.
Right.
For business, it's not enough to just teach employees how to use an AI. They have to start valuing skills that can supervise and question these autonomous systems.
So less about using the tool, more about auditing it.
Precisely, auditing the output. And for policymakers, the focus has to be on transparency and human oversight for the tools that make other tools, not trying to regulate every single little app they create.
It's such a strange defining moment we're in. The things we've built are now building new things on our behalf, creating this whole new infrastructure under our feet.
And I think the key risk here isn't some big sci-fi scenario where the tools turn on us. It's much quieter than that.
What is it then?
It's the slow, quiet creep into dependence on opaque systems. Systems whose behaviors and design choices we don't fully understand.
So whether these tool-making tools lead to an era of, human flourishing or just become engines for deeper inequality,
That's the choice we have to make.
it seems like that choice depends entirely on the serious decisions we make right now about regulation, education, and our own responsibility to stay the authors of our future. And that responsibility really sits with you, with the person deciding what to delegate next.